We see Amen. This is Amen, the king of the gods. You see what he doing? He paying homage. This is one of the greatest images I've seen in ancient Egypt. You see Amen coming and pay homage to Heru, Set. You see that? Even the king of the gods is paying homage to the great mother, all powerful. And her son, you see Heru behind. See, he's showing divine homage to the family. He's doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's very, when the king of the god, that show you that they wasn't insecure in their manhood, in their kingship, to be able to do that. Even though he the most powerful king and most powerful God in all the lands, he still can come and pay homage to the great cosmic mother. Okay? Now, when you come down and you see, we have already established that you can't have no damn government without no law. And so we see that the law is we see that we showing you that all the necessary segments of government is in the woman. So you see right here the two goddesses of the north and the south. You understand what I'm saying? Crowning this great king. Even though it's a Ptolemy, it's still an African. It's still an African ritual. You know what I'm saying? Where the great goddess come and crown the king. And the crown is tied to the land. You understand? You can't have no. And the first necessity of any nationalism is land. You understand? The crown and the throne is tied to the land. You understand what I'm saying? And see, that's another thing. So the woman is tied to the land. You understand? She's tied to the land. That means the land is hers. And many instances, you go all through Africa, the woman was the only one that could own land because they know you slick niggas went out there with your freaky ass and been to gave the land away to some wench and some stinking wench from another land. And so that was in there to block you silly niggas from doing that. And it's good. It's good. That means grandma ain't never turned nobody down. Mama ain't never turned nobody down. So all this talking about this too much power, no, it's necessary because they got more up here, nigga, to make sure the family is right. I ain't never seen grandma turn. You got so many niggas in the house sleeping in the basement, in the fucking attic, niggas in the goddamn living room, goddamn niggas sleeping anywhere they can in that house. She don't turn nobody away. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why, the land is tied to the woman. The land is tied to the crown. And you see the crown is hers. You understand what I'm saying? She the one put the crown on your head. And that don't lessen your masculinity, is that when you step up here and we know you all powerful. You understand what I'm saying? But every now and then that divine sisterhood gonna pull on you to make sure you understand you understand this is necessary. Don't play no games with this. Don't play no games with the land. These motherfuckers is talking shit, about they gonna come in here. We got our babies. Go out there and handle that business. So many times they invoke your ass to get up and ride out on these beasts. You understand when they talking that shit? I don't want you to wait here. You understand what I'm saying? We nervous. The nigga get up. And the king say, okay then. We done been pulled by the great mother and the divine sisterhood. It's time to ride out. You understand what I'm saying? And that's necessary. They didn't tie the man. They held him to his responsibility. You understand? And you need that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You need that a lot of times for that wife, that divine mother, that divine grandmother to spit that wisdom in your ear, nigga. You need that balance. You see what I'm saying? And so you see here, all the elements of government are symbols of the African woman. You see the throne, you see even the scale of law. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you're talking about the judge, the hall of Ma'at, and you see that Osiris, Asa is the judge. You see what I'm saying? But the scale is the woman. You see what I'm saying? And really, she the judge. There's more than one judge there. Because if your ass ain't right on that scale, you ain't gonna see no Osiris, nigga. You ain't, hold on, family. You ain't gonna see no Osiris. Your motherfucking, your trials in that, in the hall of Ma'at gonna end right there with the goddess Amit. Right there, Amit, which is half crocodile, half hippopotamus, half lion. That's a goddess. So Amit the devourer is a goddess. You understand what I'm saying? You see Ma'at on top of the scale. And she symbolizes the Ethiopian ostrich feather. So your heart got to be as light as a feather. This is where you get all that heart chakra, and you know what I'm saying? All the elements of them goddamn chakras you already see in ancient Egypt, Nubia, tens of thousands of years before a Hindu was even on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? So when we talk about a lot of people go all off into the mystical, nigga, this is the homegrown teachings of the household. Magnify. You can't come up here and make some shit mean something that ain't gonna help the family and the black man and the black woman and the black child today. It got to be something that can be used today to help free our people today. It can't just be no anything. You know what I'm saying? Nigga come up here and niggas are, like I say, it's easy to shoot a motherfucker in the sky, but it's another thing to get him back down. And that's what these motherfuckers good at. They good at shooting a motherfucker to the sky, but it's never, you can never get a ride back home. You know what I'm saying? Shit, your ass be up there, but you just can't get back home. And so I want to read some things. This is coming from one of the books. Now I had to put this out, that this is a book by a beast. But it's necessary. You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, they gave some information that was right and exact. Okay, and this book was called The Gods and Goddesses of Ancient Egypt. Now, I want to read this part. This is the second page that I want to read. It says, this is starting with the second, right here, in the second paragraph. Ma'at stood for much more than the incarnation of truth and justice. Listen, because we're talking about the Holy Mother. It stands for the divinely appointed order of things. Okay? See what I'm saying? And I need to stress that. Because this ain't no we just gonna throw up some shit. You know, you got an opinion, I got an opinion. We talking about the science that built the greatest civilization of all times. Okay? I don't give a fuck how good some garbage sound today. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about a civilization that advanced so many sciences and arts of today to its highest obtainment that, you know what I'm saying, no other society, no other civilization has even come close to even understanding it, let alone surpassing it. You see? So when I talk about that the African goddess is the throne, when I talk about that the African goddess is the law, when I talk about that the African goddess is the cosmos, that the black hole is the womb of the universe, when I talk about, you understand that the crowns of ancient Egypt, the king, you know, this come through the woman, the African woman. This is the divinely appointed order of things, the equilibrium of the universe with the world. Listen, the regular movements of the stars, the sun, the moon, the seasons, and the sequence of time. So when we talk about the African woman, the African goddess being the cosmos, she ain't just the cosmos, She's the order and the sequence and the movement of the universe. She ain't just, so when we look at, the order, the movement, the sequence of how this shit's spinning, the divine sacred geometry of things and how everything is where it's, and its movement, and it's like a divine machine in the sky. It's not, so it ain't just, it's the spirit that's moving.